Hello, and welcome back as the French Connection gets it done like nobody since Gene Hackman took off that stupid pork pie hat. In Perfidious, Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. Viva l'Empereur, viva la France, to a lesser extent, viva la Maid of d'Orléans. It's just fantastic. The French Connection is pulling its weight, and you know what? It sort of seems like it's time, Team France here. I mean, it's been, what, like almost 100 years since you've had a little debt to the world for the whole World War II debacle. And, you know, come on, Team France. We're all fully cognizant of what's going on here. We know you guys have had a chip on your shoulder about the whole World War II thing for a while now. It's been obvious. Everybody's on board, we know. You guys have been making it awkward now since like 1947. The situation with France and the rest of the world, it's like when you loan a friend money. And I mean, you know they're gonna pay you back, they're good for it, but it's been a while, and like it'd be, you know, really probably they should have paid you back by now, but for whatever reason they haven't. And every time you see that person, it makes you a little tense to be around them, like, because there's this unspoken sort of thing just sort of hovering. Be like, ah, man. And now it's like that friend finally decided, you know, that $100 I borrowed from old Pete, yeah, I gotta get that. Here you go, Pete. Here's that money back. Really, I appreciate the loan. Thanks. Now the French Connection is coming back. They're making good on that loan. And we can, you know, the awkwardness now, we can finally set it aside and everybody's going to be cool again. France is officially made up for their debt. You know, they got a little bit of a chip on your shoulder about it, Team France. Be like, oh, we gave the world the ideas of freedom and liberty and whatnot. French Revolution, much peace. Yeah. You know, what have you done for me lately, though, France? What have you done for me lately? Because I'd still need that $100.
I go where I am needed.
So we're sending Joan of Arc in to scout. We just did.
The invaders
What?
send a patrol.
What's that pew 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 sound though? Is it these turrets? What are they doing? They're just over here pew pew pewing. All right. I mean, that's weird. What can we remote start? Ooh, maybe we can get somebody to. Maybe we can get somebody to wander into that forklift and get cooked off. All right, St. Joan, we're going to send you over here. Pete, what are you going to do about that Advent officer that ran off? I mean, he's over here somewhere. I suppose we could see if we can have St. Joan maybe scout him out a little bit. Mostly what we want to do is just try and get close without activating any more pods. Yuri? Yeah, you know, Pete, Yuri is not having greatest mission. Got stabbed in the belly by that assassin bitch. And I gotta say, I'm getting real tired of that lady. That's like the second time she just showed up and tried to carve away these 48-pack abs of Yuri Novak. And nobody, Pete, nobody takes my abs. You don't touch the abs. I work on the abs. I spend a lot of time developing the abs. You know what? You don't touch them. Keep your filthy beats off of Yuri's 48-pack. Don't steal my pack, bro. That's not an overwhelmingly powerful pod. I really feel like we could deal with them pretty successfully, especially if we could get them to come over into this area and maybe blow them up with Joan of Arc. Before I do that, though, I really very much want to locate our recalcitrant Advent officer who took a powder over here. Homeboy ran off. We should really keep an eye on that guy. If possible, what we may want to do is see if St. Joan can just take him down. Maybe St. Joan can pop him. Nope. Robot. Okay, Stallone, what we would like to do is get you in a situation where maybe you can whomp these two assholes with the same grenade. Because if we can blow that roof up, that would be kind of beautiful. Sly, old hormone. How close can we get you over here? This would have you closer. I mean, I really feel like we should have been able to see that turret. We did activate it. Hormone. Ugh, terrible shot. Can you get a grenade up here though? Nope, he's too far away. Okay, so what's the solution here, Pete? You got a bit of a problem here. What's the solution? This may sound strange, but I think Taylor Swift is going to be our salvation here. Let's have Tay-Tay give her bonus action to Stallone. I never would have saw this coming, by the way. I always would have assumed that this was going to... Wait, is that pod active or not? I always would have assumed that this was going to go the other way.
Here I come.
That it would have been Stallone giving Tay-Tay a little bonus opportunity. Not the case. So second turret is active. That's fine. Now that we've got both turrets active, I should be able to get a grenade up. Okay, XCOM, let's not... That's what I would like to do. Please destroy both turrets with a single grenade. This is why I brought grenades on the mission, guys, right here. Yeah, we have, do a little demolition manning there. You see that, man? What a shot. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is over here regretting everything she's ever done. She's like, how do I let myself get into these situations? Just how do I get myself into these never-endingly bad relationships? Is it just, am I a glutton for pain? Is that it? Do I mean, I bring this on myself. Is it because I want this suffering? Why, oh why did I not just be like, you know what? I'm not going to do better than Tom Hiddleston. It's got to be, I think, at all times what's going through Taylor Swift's mind. You had the best of the best, Tay-Tay. You had the #1 draft pick and you mucked it. How are you going to do better than Tom Hiddleston, Taylor? How? Better than Tom Hiddleston? It's just, Yuri. Yes, Yuri's a little pissed off. He's getting some fucking payback earlier for the whole 48 pack thing. When I said I was salty about that, Pete, I was not kidding. I am very salty about this. I'm tired of getting stabbed in the stomach. Don't mess with my 48 pack. Don't care who you are. Hormone. 73% shot at that robot, and you know what? Honestly, that shot ain't getting any better. Let's just go ahead and take it. Big slide with the wind-up. Very, very little damage on that, but it's probably fine. St. Joan. Nope. Well, you know, there's always hope. Keep hoping that one day she'll be like, this is it. This is my moment. This is my time. Now's when I'm going to let this bad boy fly and do some ruinous shit. And then it turns out this is actually never that time.
Closing on target position now.
We're going to bring Yuri over here. Yuri, I'm not taking any chances here. Let's just go ahead and whack this man with a grenado. Little grenado. Explodo. Dead sectoido. Do you have combat protocol? You do. I keep thinking you have combat protocol here, Napoleon, and you keep not having it. At some point, I really need you to just start having combat protocol. Could you do that for me? Or alternatively, hit the shot. That is also acceptable. I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming it's like, that one was for the Maginot Line? Okay, game, let's not, I don't really need a misclick at this point. St. Joan, I guess we'll just go have you look for that other pod that's over there somewhere. I mean, we know they're around.
I will reposition.
At this point, most of this stuff should be deader than shit, I think is the technical term. Gah, curses there one time. Okay, we're gonna slip over here. So you guys gotta stand near the you jerks, though. Excuse me? Don't bust Saint Joan is busted.
Now we fight in the open.
Yep, that's not good at all. Alright, Yuri. Oh, I see their little friend found his way home. Alright then. Well, we're not going to be able to blow anything up, but what we can do is bring St. Joan over here. We're going to have a flank shot. We could come here, set up 2 flank shots, and just encourage these dudes to move. We won't have a flank shot here, but we will have a flank shot on... You know what? Just be here. This is better. We're committing. By doing this, we have committed St. Joan of Arc. Alright, so the officer... Ooh, she shot him right in the liver. Right in the old liver there. Yep, that's going to leave a mark. The old liver shot. Tay-Tay does have a flashbang, which we may choose to use. Yuri... We could get you over here and have you maybe kill that sectoid, but it's going to leave us in a bad way. What can we get out of the hormone here? Stallone? That's no cover. You would have a shot here, but not a flank shot. Honestly, all of your shots are kind of bad. So really, it seems like the smart move here is to focus on just taking down a sectoid. So 2 cases, we bring you up here. Nope. Taking down a sectoid is actually going to be somewhat difficult. I would kill right now for a single one of our assault troopers to have a run and gun. Where is Tay-Tay? Okay, Tay-Tay could get a shot at this man, but that man is off. He's off the menu. Thinking maybe a flash grenade would really help us out here, and it would really help us out here, but we gotta get Jimmy the Sectoid, and Taylor Swift is our best chance for that kill. Tay-Tay, do it to it. Cut him down in his prime. She's done it.
Not too shabby.
11 damage critical from Taylor Swift. Yes, Pete, it's not, though, however, hashtag supposed to be hashtag Yeti gets it done, Pete. The getting it done is normally done by me, Yeti Novak. I am normally the man who gets it done. Yeti is the one who gets it done. Hashtag Yeti gets it done. I don't really want either of these guys moving, so we're going to Overwatch instead, and we're probably going to go for maybe some Overwatch here out of the Hormone, too. We cannot get adequate supplies of cover from anybody. What kind of shot are you going to have here, Yuri? Bad. Alright, I think our best bet here is to have Yuri just hunker in the bunker. And then we can have Stallone slip up behind him.
Let's move already.
52% chance is bad. This is where we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to suppress this man. That's right. Nobody wants to get up and have Sylvester Stallone waste some bullets, because that's exactly what I did. This man just wandered straight away from it like no one was even there. Fortunately, it seems like maybe that aim penalty we have applied has helped St. Joan stay undestroyed, at least for one turn. The little French woman who could. Look at her. Back there, Pete. She's doing such good work. And now is a point where St. Joan gets herself out of trouble, because you guys have made a catastrophic strategical error. I mean, St. Joan cannot kill this man in any other fashion, but what she can do...
Enjoy the show.
See you in hell. You dead, son. And that's a promotion for St. Joan as well. Now it's time for us to just advance and chew this man apart. Do we need cover? He's going to be deader than shit at the end of this turn. In fact, we may just go over here. Taylor Swift,
Seems doable.
give him the kiss. The crimson kiss. The crimson kiss of a death goddess. That shotgun in his mouth. Well, not quite his mouth, but, you know, upper torso vicinity, I guess. Flank shot? Not a flank shot. Flank shot? Flank shot. That's the one we want. Pete, you won't have any cover at the end of this. That's fine. Yuri will get it done. Hashtag Yuri gets it done. Exactly right, Pete. You have quoted the hashtag correctly. There was dunning to be getting, and Yeti went and he got it. That's how it works. Hashtag Yeti gets it done. Alright. Napoleon. Je suis bullets, if you would. Stallone, honestly, probably the same thing for you. Also, je suis bullets.
Let's do this.
Up here, give me a little reload. Now what are we gonna do? Just back to our patented plan. We send the little Maid of Orleans in to infiltrate. We use her French resistance style intelligence to get us the goods. Go ahead and shadow up. We're gonna reload. So we want to have St. Joan with bullets. She's out of magic tricks up her sleeve, which troubles me a little bit. I do like it when St. Joan is extra tricky.
Moving out.
She's so tricky. Tricky. She's also spawning a cutscene. I do expect there to be one more pod in this room. I know we got a sectoid and a robot, but I think there's at least going to be one more in here by the vial itself. Yeah, what's wrong with the audio here, guys? Yeah, there's definitely another pod in there then. All right. So we need to be a little careful on our approach here, because what we would like to do is not trigger that pod. So how close can we get? Stallone, like, you could probably get to here without popping them, right? Yep. Good enough. So we're gonna go that close then and no closer. Tay-Tay, I think we'll have you go be a dynamic duo with the Maid of Orleans over here. Yuri, you're a little less dynamic, but you can come over here and make a duo with Sylvester Stallone. No, Piet, no. I will not be a duo with Stallone. Either dynamic nor undynamic. I don't want to be static or dynamic duo. Sylvester Stallone? No, Piet, I'm not having it. I'm so sick of that man. He steals the love of my life. Takes woman of my dreams, crimson-lipped goddess of death, with whom, you know, I could have probably peopled the planet with a race of atomic supermen. And instead, what have I got to show for a lifelong ambition of wooing the most powerful and beautiful woman in the world? Instead, what do I have? I have nothing. Stallone have everything. I have nothing. Don't suppose there's anything here. Potential explodables. If we can get those guys to patrol over there, that would just be ducky. On the plus side, we do have a good vision on this entire pod. We're not going to be able to get much closer, though, without triggering them. Although, I take that back, Taylor Swift can actually basically walk up and stand on them. That can't possibly be right, though. Do we want to give them another turn? Let's see what these guys over here are going to be able to do. Can they get in good positions? I mean, Napoleon can walk right up and almost step on him. How is that possible?
Tired of waiting around.
I mean, you know, I got a lot of bulk here, Pete. As old Stallone, he's got some muscle mass, largely, of course, thanks to the human growth hormone that is coursing through my veins at an unbelievable, unchecked, overly rapid pace. But, you know, don't let my bulk fool you just because I got a sweet alternate day bulk up routine in place and it's working for me, Pete. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean that old Sylvester Stallone here still isn't spry. I mean, I'm still got the flexibility that a ballet dancer would be envious of, honestly.
I can handle that.
Okay. Let's hope these guys patrol into a massive, catastrophic amount of Overwatch. They've done it. Well. Yeah, so far so good, guys. 0 for 2. That's fine shooting. Great work. Maybe Yuri? Is tag Pete? What's the tag, Pete? What's the tag? Who was it that got it done there when the rest of team fucking failed miserably? Who got it done? I mean, okay, also Napoleon, but mostly it was Yuri. Actually, you know, Napoleon got it done with some dunningness that was quite... He actually really got it done. I mean, normally Yuri gets it done, but in this case, credit to the little Frenchman. Credit to the Emperor. He really got it done. Can he do it again is the question. I'm less concerned about the robot, more concerned about this open trooper here. Take him down, Napoleon. Viva la France. I don't know what you said, but I'm better have been words to the effect of, yeah, Pete, my bad.
Let's move already.
That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I know the robot is still there, but I want somebody to kill this guy, not the robot.
Yeah, wait, Pete. The giant bulking HGH-fueled muscles of old Sylvester Stallone, plenty enough to get your job done there. And then, you know, my homegirl, my significant other, my better half, as it were, can come over here and give this robot a pounded shotgun to the mouth. There you go.
You know that was good.
You have a problem, and my girl Tay-Tay, she gonna solve it. Go ahead and also you might want to check out the hook while Tay-Tay revolves it. Crimson lips, baby. I've decided to bring back Ice Ice Baby, Pete. I really feel like that Van Winkle cat maybe didn't get all the appreciation he deserved for what was, frankly, some brilliant lyricism back in the early 80s. And I think it's time that he got his due.
Don't suppose that explodes, does it? Oh, sectoids, I'm not sorry at all.
Don't get caught up.
See you in hell, fuckers. Well, there's a triple kill for St. Joan. That was fucking gorgeous, frankly. What is else? I mean, what else is there to say? That was absolutely magnificent.
Solid copy.
Guess we'll go take the thing now, because everybody's dead. St. Joan, the little saboteur that could. That play was so good. She didn't even come out of concealment. She destroyed an entire pod. She's just sitting there with a smirk on her face. Be like the little emperor. Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, he's over there and whatnot. Technically the ruler of France, but who's the person over here actually doing the heavy lifting? Who's the person over here bearing the real burden of governing? I believe it is I, St. Joan of Arc. Napoleon's just there to cash the checks, man. St. Joan is out there earning that living.
I loaded these cartridges myself.
Aren't you supposed to speak French, St. Joan? Well, we'll just take this vial then.
I've got the thing.
Yeah, you've got the thing, and the other thing you've got is these guys are gonna fall into a catastrophic cavalcade
No signs of
of deadly Overwatch.
No significant energy signatures of any kind. Whatever it is, it's safe to handle.
We've confirmed
Is it safe to drink? We're really more concerned that it be safe to drink, Lily. Is it safe to drink?
No problem, boss.
Well, we're actually only gonna get one Overwatch here.
On Overwatch.
Oh, never mind. We're gonna get an abundance of Overwatch. Is any of this cover? So, Stallone, let's have you step over here.
Here I come. Got it covered.
Overwatch. St. Joan, why don't you vacate the premises? You can be on Overwatch right here. Yuri? Is there anywhere you can shoot from? Like, maybe, potentially here, shooting through that hole in the wall? Probably not.
Scanning.
Little Emperor. Here, you just step up here. One tile. Pete, why are you only moving one tile? Now's your chance to beat feet to the exit. Nah, I really feel the need to blender some dudes. I want to make my own mayonnaise. And these guys are going to be the eggs in that meat. Made my own blender mayonnaise today. It was really creamy. Mango chutney colored. I need to refill my chutney stores. That's why I'm doing this. Not because of a vindictive sense of wanting to destroy the enemy, but because my troopers are hungry for the chut, and I got to give them the chut.
See that one?
No, but I saw this one. Right in the face. Take that, asshole. It's for my abs.
Adjusting aim.
You should have been discovered. And somehow we're not. Alright, well, that's odd. But you know what's less odd? Hey, Tay-Tay. I know you're out of bullets, girl, but that sword of yours can do some fine work for us here. Yep.
Well, how about that?
It was pretty awesome. Yuri, you wanna maybe that same thing again? There we go. Yes, Pete. You know, in previous life, Yuri had aspiring. Well, Yuri have aspirations to become sous chef. I really wanted to work in kitchen, making really thought it would be great making delicious dishes for the boys and the girls. Possibly sharing Mama's latke recipe with the rest of the universe because Mom made really good latkes. Oh, and yes, it was it's fantastic. Potato-based dish. Her borscht recipe also absolutely fantastic. Well, Taylor Swift, why don't you reload then? And as much as I would love to have you shoot, you're not in cover, so we have to fix that. Yuri, step around here.
Overwatch.
Napoleon, similar situation for you. We're just going to have you step back here. Why did these poor bastards drop this Overwatch in the exact same pod? I mean, that just seems mean.
Let's move already.
They dropped one crowd into a blender, and now their follow-up move is, well, shit, let's throw them back in a blender, I guess. I don't think they're done. They maybe need, I think they need to cook a little more.
I will reposition. Reapers are always vigilant.
You know, people always say that about Mom's latkes, too. They were like, these are great, but they seem a little underdone. Perhaps they could use, like, an extra 5 minutes in the stove at like 350. They were wrong, though. The underdoneness was the secret, because then, Pete, you could revisit them on day 2, and they were just as good as the first day. Kidding you, Mama knew what she was doing. Also, Mama's pierogies, absolute magic.
Hey, you know what else was absolute magic? The spell I just cast on that fucking purifier that turned him into a big cloud of, like, disparate parts. Also, some of these people are getting brutally gunned down. I mean, this is just straight up brutal what we're doing in these clouds. Not that they don't deserve it, Pete, not that they don't deserve it, but, you know, a man can still feel guilty about what he's forced to do in the name of justice and the good of society. I still have remaining guilt over it, Pete. A little post-traumatic issue, if you will. I don't feel it's inappropriate.
10-4.
Just thinking about going out later and maybe just, you know, having a good cry, Pete.
On it.
Nothing wrong with it, you know, it takes strength for a man to cry. That's one of the things the HGH has really inspired in me, is that I've kind of lost control over my emotive capabilities. I get, just sometimes, Pete, I get really emotional is all, and I feel the need to express myself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Il était temps.
Napoleon's just like, yeah, if you're gonna wax all maudlin here, Napoleon, start talking about your feelings and shit, Napoleon's gonna take a powder on this one. I don't want to I don't want to see Sylvester Stallone cry. Get all weepy and melodramatic like he did at the end of Rocky. Joan of Arc is also like, yeah, I'm getting out of here, man. Suddenly this got weird and I'm just getting out of here. Excuse me, Pete, you seem to have forgotten most important member of party. Yuri Novak is, you know, over here. 48-pack abs, very lonely. I mean, I was lonely enough before, Pete, because of Taylor Swift thing and the heartbreak, but this just seems egregious.
On the move.
Wait for Yuri! Yuri is coming! Hashtag no man left behind. Hashtag wait for Yuri.
All XCOM
Thanks.
operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Mission accomplished, Commander.
Plus 5 extra ability points because Marsha took another football to the schnoz.
Human being was ever intended to see.
Yeah, well, what about the 25 kills, Bradford? And how about Saint Joan of Arc on that mission?
Lying down.
I feel like she deserves her own poster, honestly. XCOM wins, we all win because Saint Joan of Arc is here to save the day. Get it kind of one of those high-angle Facebook avatar photos. Yeah. That's my girl right there. Let's frame that up a little better. There it is. Saint Joan of Arc. The Maid of Orleans. Doing work. No credit for Napoleon on that one. But
Today for standing up to those who would abandon our values for those of the old world.
oh yeah, what else did you do today, Speaker? Did you pass some like badly drafted 11th hour unpopular legislation? Did you also do that at the last minute, trying to wedge it through while nobody was paying attention because December and like midnight on a Friday? Did you handwrite in a bunch of amendments there at the end too so you could tack on all your bullshit writers? Toss in a few poison pills just to make sure it never gets through committee.
Constant jabbering would drive us to surrender without a fight.
Nobody surrenders without a fight, especially not St. Joan. Silent Killer is intriguing, but I mean, distraction. We took distraction last time, and it turns out I don't really think we ever used it. Killing people with the Claymore puts the Reaper into Shadow, but they're almost always going to be using those kill shots coming out of Shadow. So it feels like Silent Killer, but ultimately Silent Killer is going to be completely useless because we're going to have the ability. No, Silent Killer is actually the one we want here. Distraction is intriguing. Needle is also pretty good. Killzone is not a great ability for a Reaper. I think we just go ahead and take Silent Killer here. She still has 10 ability points, and we have 37 for XCOM. And you know what? Target definition is a fantastic ability and only costs 1 point. I think we definitely take that. That's a solid investment of some of our XCOM AP right there. Yeah, you know, this would be solid investment of those points there. Maybe make Yeti Blade Master, Pete. Just saying, little Blade Mastering for Yeti would be nice. Haywire Protocol. I really want to get you Combat Protocol as well. And you know what? You can likely buy it yourself because Napoleon has a significant number of AP.
We recovered the apparent product of the Black Site facility. I imagine it will take considerable time and resources to uncover the true purpose of this substance. I will begin preparations for a complete analysis immediately.
I guarantee that analysis, the first thing Dr. Tigan's gonna do is go dip his dong in it. Just be like, well, passes the old dipstick test, if you know what I mean.
Aliens have undertaken a gruesome task. I will leave this matter for you to investigate, Commander.
Oh, I appreciate. Just leave this matter for me to investigate. Don't bother to fucking help out at all, Optimus Prime. He's like, well, I found this big pile of shit, and now I'm just gonna dump it in your lap. Have fun.
Encountered, much less theorized. We'll have to find a means of breaking the code.
Yeah, you want to find a means of breaking that jerk-ass bastard Optimus Prime, too? You want to find him? Ooh, hello. We have a bond that we can level up. We need to go to the training center anyway, because I think it's time for us to spend some EXP. So Sylvester Stallone and Taylor Swift gonna deepen their commitment to each other, I guess. What are you guys gonna go reaffirm your vows? You haven't even been together that long. Is that really necessary? Whatever. Helen Keller, you got any abilities we want? Nope. Who? Rapid Fire has some potential, but it's real expensive and it's still real early for that. Run and Gun is much better bargain and also much more intriguing for Helen Keller. I wonder if she can fire a sniper rifle.
You saw the same things I did in that facility, so now you should understand why I've kept my people away from their cities all this time. The aliens offered up miracle cures.
Also, like, supremely tempting.
It does cure all ailments.
Yeah, hey, Piet, you know, I'm going to be in hospital for, eternity. Maybe investing points in Yeti is, I mean, he's only 10 and Yeti have 6, so, you know, net cost of 4 to you. You know what, just do it. I appreciate it, Pete. That is solid investment in future. Really? Taylor Swift has aim, which is trash. Shadow Strike, which we also don't want. Tay-Tay, come on, girl. You get, like, no action points of your own and also not great abilities. Sergeant Napoleon. Like, we need Combat Protocol. Shredder is also good. Hail of Bullets. Man, Napoleon's come out like a bandit over here. I really want Combat Protocol. I'm going to have Napoleon spend his 10 on Combat Protocol. We'll call that a day. Lohan, you got anything going over here? Nah. Steve? What about you, buddy? Hail of Bullets, which you don't really need. You do have Combat Protocol, but do not have Medical Protocol, which it really seems like you should have. And then, Charlie, what do you got? Never mind. I thought you were better developed, Charlie Houston. I figured you were a little further along in your career, but it turns out you're kind of still a rank amateur. So that's it then. I guess we'll just wrap it up. Man, I can't say I'm disappointed in Charlie Houston, because to date, the guy has not disappointed. Novels, fantastic. Comic books, excellent. Show he was the executive producer or writer on. Powers, on the, like, the PlayStation Network. Also pretty good, surprisingly. Today, though, Charlie, today's the first time you let me know. Heartbroken, really? I think I'll just wrap it up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support means a whole lot. I appreciate it on a single, everyday basis. If you want to see Charlie Houston break my heart, like a, I don't know what. It's just like, don't go breaking my heart, Charlie Houston. It's like a Temptations song in here or something. I consider subscribing. Want to see regular heartbreak? I would, you know what? Regular heartbreak is an excellent way to describe the series. I would say Perfidious Pete, regular heartbreak. Yeah, there you go. So subscribe if you want regular heartbreak. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.